This is the perfect platform for any Silicon Valley big company to prove out its AD software, I think.
As a result of a big technical advance, the Silicon Valley giant is confident that it can provide a completely self-driving car as early as 2025. Under new leadership, the tech company's long-rumored automobile project has increased its goals and is striving for a completely self-driving car. If Apple manages to fulfill its aggressive goals, the business will be able to place itself ahead of rivals in the autonomous driving space like Tesla and Waymo, who are also racing to develop comparable technologies. However, there has been a history of delays on Apple's part with this project. Their success, however, may depend on their ability to use state-of-the-art tech and maybe form an arrangement with another company that targets the same market sector. In today's video, we will talk about what the Apple automobile may look like and how they are employing top-of-the-line execs for the specific project. Finally, some additional leads from Peter Rawlinson that will help to connect the dots between a potential Apple-Lucid collaboration. So go ahead and grab that pizza slice you've been saving and let us wow you with what's on the inside of a possible collaboration. Welcome back to New Vehicle Media, your go-to channel for EV stock. Quick reminder that subscribing is free and liking the video helps YouTube suggest similar content. Comments are loved and featured in our upcoming videos. Work on a new CPU for Apple's covert self-driving electric vehicle project, Titan, has been finished to a significant extent. While Apple's self-driving vehicle has been in the works for some time, the company has now set a new goal of releasing it in only 4 years. A chip is created by the company's own silicon team, and it is the most technologically sophisticated component to have been built for the project thus far. Companies like Tesla and Waymo have already begun testing their chips in California, and it seems that the firm plans to do the same with the goal of creating an automobile with better security features. Apple's auto team has been experimenting with 2 different approaches at the same time for many years, developing a model with limited self-driving skills, focusing on steering and acceleration comparable to many existing cars, or developing a version with complete self-driving characteristics that does not need human involvement. Now that Apple Watch software executive Kevin Lynch has taken over as the project's new head, developers are focused on the second option, an autonomous vehicle without a steering wheel. The inside might be roomy, perhaps influenced by luxury vehicle makers in Lucid. Since its inception in 2014, the Special Projects Group has seen a series of strategic shifts and managerial churn. Apple is attempting to achieve a holy grail status inside the automotive business by mastering self-driving automobiles. Despite the fact that tech and auto titans have been working on autonomous cars for years, the technology's capabilities have remained elusive. A completely driverless automobile is likely to be years away, according to industry experts. Waymo, owned by Alphabet Inc., has seen dozens of new departures from its attempts to create autonomous vehicles. And last year, Uber Technologies Inc. decided to divest itself of its autonomous driving section. The silicon giant is recruiting additional self-driving and auto hardware experts as part of its attempt to move the project forward. This includes bringing on C.J. Moore, who was formerly the director of self-driving software at Tesla. On top of that, Apple has also hired experts in the field of temperature control from Volvo Car AB, a manager from Daimler Trucks, battery system engineers from Karma Automotive LLC, a sensor engineer from GM Cruise LLC, automotive safety engineers from businesses like Joyson Safety Systems, and many other engineers from Tesla. And guess who else is hiring expertise from Apple? Yeah, you understand what I'm saying. Lucid is pushing towards autonomous driving because it seems to be the only way to keep up with the competition. The following clip is a piece of Peter Rawlinson saying that they've recruited Apple executives to assist them in developing autonomous technologies.
Yeah, and actually, it's very much the car's a fusion of art and science, software and hardware. And I'm blessed with members of my old Model S team who've come across for the hardware. So we've got world-class expertise in that respect. And we've recently been able to attract former members at the executive level from Apple to really lead and take our software to a new level. So this is the best of Silicon Valley, former Apple executives joining Lucid now, recognizing we're the real deal.
It's not clear who he's referring to exactly. During our investigation of Lucid's recent hiring, we discovered Michael Bell, a former Apple employee who was instrumental in the creation of the iPhone, iMac, Airport, and Apple TV, who has recently joined the Lucid team. He brought with him more than 30 years of expertise in the high-tech industry. Lucid has also welcomed the addition of Achim Penteforder, who brings 27 years of worldwide engineering expertise to the company and was another Apple executive who was a new recruit for the Lucid Group. He was a senior director of engineering program management at Apple, where he was responsible for overseeing the development of numerous significant products, including the original iPhone. In case you didn't see it in our previous video, Adam, who goes by the Twitter handle @AlphaOscar, shared the matter of the racing track that Apple is said to have just purchased. Only 90 miles separate the Lucid, Arizona manufacturing facility. A rumor has it that Apple has been leasing the facility for the last 5 years, and that an unidentified organization has now acquired it altogether. Interestingly, it's the same business that has been renting it out for the last 5 years. EV experts have been speculating for a long time that this mysterious organization is indeed Apple. Recently, the business announced that it has hit a significant milestone in the development of the core self-driving technology for the automobile. The advances might be to put it to the test on the road in the near future. And what better to use than the racetrack that you have purchased? Also, there are connections between several of Apple's EV patents, such as the ability to modify user preferences from a person's smartphone directly in the car's dashboard. Lucid has introduced a function that is extremely similar to this. Drivers may use the Lucid app to customize map routes, cockpit settings, and other features. It'll automatically establish a connection with the vehicle. In the case of Apple, reaching the stage where they can build a completely functional car will not be simple. That's why it seems that the business model is still up in the air. The more plausible scenario is that Apple would sell its self-driving vehicles directly to the business, rather than attempt to develop a fleet to compete with the likes of Uber, Lyft, and Waymo. Perhaps that's why the interview with Peter Rawlinson suggests that the entrepreneur is cautiously optimistic about the prospect of a collaboration with the Silicon Valley behemoth.
I think there's a compelling argument for partnership. This is a pragmatist in me. Let's lead, let's create the very best EV technology in the world, and I believe Lucid's got that. But I think I'm up for a partnership in terms of software. We've got the best car, we have the best hardware suite, we've got all this connected with an Ethernet gigabit ring, super connected car, 2 terabytes of data onboard storage, super cloud connectivity. This is the perfect platform for any Silicon Valley big company to prove out its AD software, I think.
Over the course of its 7-year existence, Project Titan has faced several development obstacles, leadership changes, layoffs, and delays. Because of their recent struggles to obtain collaboration with major automakers, they are on the lookout for new alliances. This is why it's probably a good time to team up with the company that is also aiming for the same market sector, the luxury market. Consider the possibility that Lucid announces a relationship with Apple. The stock would skyrocket, and the company would go completely insane. Again, there is no assurance that the alliance will succeed, but the stars seem to be in perfect alignment. Investors must keep in mind that EV stock seems to be in the midst of a bubble at this point in the game. Apple, without a doubt, needs knowledge and expertise. Perhaps the CEO who supervised Apple's most recent big thing, smartwatches, isn't the best person to lead the effort to build an automobile from the ground up. Based on the collaborations and Apple's attitude, it seems that they are on the lookout for the perfect partner. And who knows, it might be none other than the Lucid Group themselves. I'm interested in hearing what you have to say. Do you believe Apple will continue to struggle with their project? Or do you believe they'll collaborate with someone, like Lucid, to get the concept from the drawing board to the real world? Let us know what you think by leaving a comment down below. Although the present value is high, Maverick believes that the $12 price objective set by Morgan Stanley is a joke, and questioned Morgan Stanley preferring Canoe over Lucid, and says, how can anybody take them seriously? That should wrap things up for today. Keep in mind that subscribing is still free and liking helps YouTube recognize your preferences. Thanks for taking the time to watch, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.